This, folks, is a quantum computer, and it's got the entire cryptocurrency space in a headspin at the moment, and I want to talk to you about it. And just so you get an idea of the power of it, quantum computing is a new generation of technology that involves a type of computer that is 158 million times faster than the most sophisticated supercomputer that we have in the world today. It is a device so powerful that what it could do in 4 minutes is what it would take a traditional supercomputer 10,000 years to accomplish. So why is the cryptocurrency space in a complete headspin about this? And I want to calm you down and talk to you about it, okay? So pretty much the whole of the cryptocurrency space and the whole of cryptocurrencies are built on encryption. And it's built on something called 256-bit encryption. And what this means is that the whole of the blockchain and the whole of cryptocurrency is built on trustless networks, and so that people can trust these transactions that are taking place. Well, with quantum computers, potentially what people would be able to do is to manipulate blockchains, and they would be able to manipulate transactions on those blockchains. So they could essentially create their own transactions, and the quantum computers are so fast that it could fool the network, get past the encryption and fool the network into thinking that those transactions are genuine when they're not. So it's a security risk. So the whole of the cryptocurrency space now is in a bit of a head spin about this. But I want to bring some stuff to your attention, and I want to calm you down a little bit. I want to draw your attention to ISO 20022. That is a messaging standard for the brand new financial system that they're going to be bringing in. And that is going to move the world's money, okay? And governments and central banks are involved in this. Now, there are different security measures that people or governments or networks can put in place that make it quantum computer proof. Things like lattice blockchains and other sort of high-tech encryption sort of techniques that would sort of safeguard things. And obviously governments and you know, therefore central banks and all this kind of stuff would have access to that technology. I want to show you the network for ISO 20022. There it is, folks. That is going to move the world's money, okay? So you've got Stellar Lumens, you've got Ripple, you've got Quant, which is an overledger. Quant is a blockchain that allows all the blockchains to talk to one another. You've got XTC. There's Algorand and IOTA, the Internet of Things. This is going to move the world's money, and this is what governments are involved in. This is what central banks are going to be involved in. They are not going to allow a situation where any of these can be compromised by quantum computers hacking the network. Now, I can't speak for Bitcoin, I can't speak for Ethereum, I can't speak for the thousands of cryptocurrencies out there that are built on that existing encryption that quantum computers could potentially hack or could compromise. However, I could potentially confidently speak that anything that the governments or central banks or anything to do with the financial system is pretty much going to be safe. So, you know, they're not going to allow that to be compromised. The security would be high enough that these networks aren't going to get compromised because, you know, you're talking about the global economy and the world's money being moved via all of these blockchains here. And so you've got to ask yourself, what's going to be a safe bet for the future? You know, I'm not giving you financial advice here by any means. However, ISO 20022 compliant tokens that move money around the world would appear to be a safe bet if the government's involved in it. You know, give me your thoughts in the comment. I wouldn't lose your mind over this. Just kind of, you know, head to safety. So, you know, if you think that Bitcoin might be a bit compromised, or, you know, you're worried about the security, if you're aware of quantum computing and its risks to cryptocurrency, you might want to look at it now off the back of this video. Go and check it out. But, you know, ISO 20022 tokens, probably not a bad shout, folks. Anyway, take care, stay blessed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Love you all. Bye-bye.